This might be my worst marketplace buy ever. And the way I bought this chainsaw is the way many people, I would probably say most people, buy life insurance. You might recognize this saw as a 372. This is one of the most legendary saws in Husqvarna's lineup. It's also my first chainsaw. I never owned a chainsaw before. But while I was shopping for a chainsaw, I read the glowing stories of people who owned a 372, and I was hooked. I wanted a 372 really badly. This saw popped up on Marketplace late one evening. I contacted the seller and was at his house the very next day, and I bought it. My brother Jesse used it to cut down a mature black walnut tree on his property. My brother Ben used it to cut down a hazardous tree on a friend's property, and they were both impressed by the torque and power of this saw. There was one annoying issue we noticed with it, and it grew to be a major problem. When this saw gets hot, it dies. And once it dies, it will not start up again until it is completely cooled. This is a frustrating problem, and I wanted to get to the bottom of it. So I took the saw apart, and here is what I found. This is not what you want to see. If you're not super familiar with small engines, let me show you what we're looking at. This is the piston. Look at all this carbon buildup on top of it. And on the sides here, these lines, these are scoring. You don't want to see that, and you really don't want to see this. This should all be piston skirt. This broke off, and it looks like it grenaded into the saw. There is a lot of metal in the bottom end of this saw. These rings right here, they are frozen in position. They should be loose. I don't know if you can see these, but they should be able to spring back and forth in here and make a seal between the cylinder and the piston. And they're kind of doing that on this side, but on this front side, they are frozen into place right here. Here's what I would need to do to repair this saw. I would need a new piston and new piston rings, obviously. I would need a new wrist pin bearing, and probably a new wrist pin. Then I would need to take everything off the saw, get a case splitter, split the case open so that I could replace the lower bearings. I would also need to reseal the entire case, and I would need a new piston jug. This one is messed up inside. It doesn't make financial sense to repair this chainsaw. We see the same thing happen to people when they buy life insurance. They buy a policy from a friend or family member or maybe a broker in their town, and oftentimes they're happy with it, but somewhere down the road, their policy starts behaving in a way they did not anticipate. Maybe premiums start going up, maybe the death benefit starts decreasing or even going away completely, or maybe the policy isn't growing how it should. Whatever it is. And when we review these policies, we see they were never designed for good cash value, or they were never designed to have the premium stay level, or they were never designed to have a guaranteed death benefit. We don't want you to buy bad life insurance. When I bought this saw, there was something I could have done. It's really simple and really easy, and it would have told me the saw was bad before I bought it. I didn't have to buy the saw, bring it home, take it all apart to find out it was bad. I just needed to know where to look. Let's pretend the saw is all assembled again. Okay, I'm just gonna put that in place, but we'll pretend everything's on. Here's what I should have done. I should have taken out these two screws and these two screws. I could have pulled the muffler right out. And then, through this little window, we can look at our piston. I can look in here and I can see the cylinder wall, and I can see the piston, and I can see how scored the piston is and how bad the rings are. I can tell this is a bad saw before I ever buy it. And it's the same way with life insurance. You can tell if a policy is a good policy or a bad policy before you ever purchase it, just by looking at the policy illustration. It's not hard to read a policy illustration. You just have to know where to look. Our family has been selling and reviewing life insurance policies for years. If you would like us to professionally review your policy, we can help you. We charge $75 to review any life insurance policy. We'll look at your policy and we'll tell you exactly how your policy is guaranteed to perform. If you're looking to buy a brand new policy and would like it to be designed to fit your needs, we can help you. We sell life insurance in all 50 states. You can call us at 702-660-7000, or you can email us team@mcpheeinsurance.com.